EA Sports, within the game. Now that's what you call good football.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Detroit Lions. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. So the completion good for 7 there. And now it's 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Cody. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
Slot man moves right. Swift going to try up the middle. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Detroit. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Come on, set.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. Oh, good move. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You've got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Cody. Throw left side complete. That's Powers. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
45 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to go up top again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Wilson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
It's caught at the 10.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
61 yards.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. second and goal. Wilson. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders are back within a score.
And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way into the end zone. And it's 2 points.
Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. The Lions had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs. Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Cody.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On 4th down, Cody. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel...
He's got it at the 15.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
On first and 10, Cody.
That's out to the flat for Swift.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on second down, Cody. It's brought in by Harris.
He's into the secondary.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Touchdown!
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the pass.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Forced out to it, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Wide open receiver complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
On third down, Wilson. He hits Adams complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Wilson. And he's got it. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal. Now Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Raiders have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone.
And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Williams, a man in motion right.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Nifty move. And he's brought down.
99 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. They'll look to throw, and they're able to add on to their advantage. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. There's Wilson to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
Wilson. He'll find Reynolds over the middle.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
Targets and finds Reynolds once more.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now.
On 1st down, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Wilson will throw again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second down and goal. Wilson. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Cody. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Lawrence Cager.
64 yards.
And the Lions might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game.
Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick-6 last week. Not a pick-6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he hit.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Operating from the gun, Cody. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. On 4th down, Cody. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. 56 6 yards.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Operating from the gun, Cody. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 4th down, Cody. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter.
Extra point up and through. And that will make this a 19-point game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
A gain there of 21 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider another sack.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Operating from the gun. Cody. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
On 4th down, Cody. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
So it's a win here for the Lions. And it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, this was a game for the ages, wasn't it? 6 touchdown passes. He had this offense running to its absolute peak efficiency. And I tell you what, that's as good a game as you'll see at the quarterback position.